Alright, Chase Hockey here, Blue Futon movie, one of two for this Sunday, and Rosario. I thought it was about Rosary, but no, it's a person's name. Anyway, what's it about? A girl is very successful career. Her grandma dies, go to her apartment, and she's got to do something in before the sunrise comes to do something with this demon, and it's just not a good movie. So many unplausible just things in this movie. For example, how is there a huge ass like another apartment somewhere else and no one knows about it? Like, there's these things where it's like, yeah, you're in New York City. It's like, I want a better life. Then don't go to New York or these big cities, because these big cities kind of screw you over. And just the overall premise of, like, coming to America for a better country, and then something happens where it's like, sacrifices thing. Yes, there's sacrifices, but there's also legality and legal and stuff like that, where it's just very much a political message when it comes to the very end, where it's like talks about a simulation, but then at the very end it doesn't, it was just like all over the place. It made no sense. Yes, the acting is pretty good with the main girl, and there were some good effects when it came to like hands coming out of the mouth and things like that, and some good practical like makeup effects, which you give props to that. But just the overall editing also didn't make sense, especially where like something occurs like at the doorway, but then all of a sudden she's at the other side of the room getting dragged behind or underneath the bed, where you're just like, she was just there. How is she now just there all of a sudden? Like, the editing was not good where it came to placement of people whatsoever. I don't know. It didn't work for me whatsoever. There was no good scares in this movie whatsoever. The story just jumps around all over the place and didn't make a lick of sense whatsoever. Like, why is the air fryer in the oven? Like, things like that. And then the dad doing it, which then when you lead back to the birthday party in the beginning and looking at the timeline of like, go get your grandma out of the bedroom while he's cooking the meal, there's no really in between, because you see the father the whole time of him doing it. Is literally the timeline, the editing. It's one of those things where I just get frustrated with movies where it's like, I understand you want to write and do something, but you got to think conceptually of like, how does one person get from point A to point B to point C, and you want to do this twist at the end, but it still makes no sense with all the timelines that's occurring. Like I said, at the very end, it was more like she's like, at the beginning, she's like, I can't speak Spanish. And then 6 months later, she's like completely fluent and things like that. So you're like, okay, I understand the message you're trying to put in this movie. Not a good one, in my opinion. Seriously, even though it's not a horror movie, in my opinion, go see Sinners. Again, Chase out here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One of these Bluetontopia, you Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll watch this tape tomorrow, week from month, and year from now. Every single freaking one of you. Peace and love, peace and love. And did you see this movie? Because I'm pretty sure no one did.